greatness. And the third one is to have greatness conferred on you. I want to share with you how you can be a success and how to chart your course of greatness. Because just because God has made you great doesn't mean you're going to realize it. Jesus was born great, achieved greatness, and also had greatness conferred on him. And all of his greatness he gave to me. I was born great in Christ Jesus. So greatness is in me. So the things that I do become great. Question is, do you want to realize it?
God says, commit to me what you plan to do, and your plans will succeed.
You've heard the saying, we don't plan to fail, we fail to plan. Every day you have to plan.
You need divine direction so that you can do the right things, hook up with the right people, not expend your energies in things that are not profitable. You don't necessarily need more resources, you need better direction. I cleave as a believer to that, acknowledge him in all that way, then he should direct that path, because frankly, many times it is not an issue of needing more money, I need more direction.
Do you want to walk in that vision that God has given you? Do you want to become God's dream? What he's dreamed of, how God sees you. The only reason to remain poor is by choice.
Inspiring habit.
Nothing can keep you poor if you choose not to be. You see, there are some people who are afraid in their lives.
Don't be afraid to fail.
They think they have no advantage in life. So they think, my dad was never rich. I never came from a wealthy home. I don't have any advantage. All I just want in life is if I can get a good job and just, fix myself and have enough for me and my family, I'll be fine. No, life is better than that. Life is bigger than you and your family. Go beyond the limits. Your life down there.
Don't confuse movement with progress. Remember, just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. Because you can run in place all the time and never get anywhere.
The Oscar goes to...
God is good. God is great. God is great. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you all.
Money is not evil. It could help somebody, it could feed the hungry, it could clothe the naked, it could help do a whole lot of things. Money is not evil, it's what you do with it that's evil. In fact, the Bible said money answereth all things. Money gives you options. It just simply gives you options. It gives you options. You have options. You can do more. The Bible said the love of money is the root of all evil. It can become an idol in your life. God blessed the children of Israel with the wealth of Egypt. It was them that turned it into an idol. When God starts blessing you, that's when the tempter comes against you. When God puts you in your Garden of Eden, positions you in the place that he has created for you. Do you know that God has created a garden for you to live in, a utopia of sustained blessing? And the closer you get to getting in the place that God has designed for you, the more the slithering serpent snake is going to confront you and try to talk you out of the place. New levels bring new devils. Hallelujah. Are you following what I'm saying?
You know, a lot of people talk about the Jews today and how that they are strangely successful. It's amazing. They actually the most successful people in the earth today. That's a reality. They have the most finances, absolutely successful. I've spoken to some of them. They were very clear as to how they became like that. They talked about the things that God told them to do, which the Jews do. And they became wise financially. The truth of it.
Everything that I have is by the grace of God. Understand that. It's a gift. Put God first in everything you do. Put God first. I've been protected. I've been directed. I've been corrected. I've kept God in my life and it's kept me humble. I didn't always stick with him, but he always stuck with me. So stick with him in everything you do. If you think you want to do what you think I've done, then do what I've done and stick with God.
The whole revelation that they have is this: everything that was promised them was given to us and much more. God gave to the church better promises than he gave to the Jews. And there are more Christians rising up today in that knowledge and understanding, discovering who they actually are. Which means if those of the old covenant have been as successful as they have been in this world, think how much more successful and influential those of the new covenant will be when they discover who they are. What the Jews discovered was just who they are. They even have this thought: I'm going to be successful because I'm a Jew. And what does the Bible say? He is not a Jew which is one outwardly, but he's a Jew which is one inwardly, in the spirit. Was he telling us that the nature to which God was pointing was not to the natural Jews, but the spiritual, referring to the church?
God says there's no limit. Exceeding is infinite to how much I reward you. God said there is no limit. Exceeding is an infinite word without ending. God said, I am thy exceeding great reward. There is no limit to what I'm going to give you. There is no stopping me from blessing you. You gave up something for me. Let me tell you, since you gave what was in your hand, let me show you what was in my hand. I am thy exceeding great reward. Oh God, if you ever believe what I just said, it would forever change your life. If you stop putting limits and boundaries on what God could do. God said, I am your exceeding great reward. God blessed Abraham so much that Abraham died and couldn't use all of his blessings. His descendants are still spending out of that word exceeding. I can take you up to New York. I can take you around Hollywood. I can take you around CEOs in major facilities and show you Jewish descendants that are still spending out of that experience. I'm telling you, if you get the word I'm teaching down in your spirit, you will live and die and not spend up all the blessing that God's going to release upon you and upon your children and upon your children's children, saith the Lord.
Failure, there's no place for it in your life.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I hope everybody is ready. Guys, man, count your blessings, count your blessings. If you've been praying, I'm here to tell you guys, you know, if you've been praying for abundant wealth, prosperity, family generation, I just want to hear you say, I'm ready. I'm ready. Type I'm ready in the chat box if that's you. If you've been praying for that, because I'm here to tell you it is coming. It is coming. It's here. It is here, guys. It is here for the taking, and it is your time. All right. All you got to do is believe it, achieve it, and guess what? You will get it. You will get it. I promise you that. I promise you, guys. Welcome. This is Jeff Moneymaking Kirkland. Here to give you guys another market structure, guys. It's been a crazy week. I know some of you guys had good weeks, some of you guys had bad weeks. We're gonna put it all in perspective tonight, just to make sure. So as we going into next week, we have a clear view of what we're anticipating the markets to be doing come next week. There's a lot of exciting things. I know Brexit's still going on here, so I know these GBP pairs are going to be popping. All right, my favorite. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this thing rolling. Go ahead and get it started. I'm gonna start off with my first pair, my favorite GBP USD. I'm going to take you guys out to the monthly chart here on GBP USD because I want you guys to see something, right? The first thing as you come to your monthly chart on GBP USD, all right, the first thing that I see is this big old area right here. This big area that's just forming just right down here. See how price just easily rejected off this area, right? This is nothing but a clear formation of a W forming, right? We're expecting this. I told you guys a while back, right? If you check out some of the other videos that we did together, you guys, I told you, I said, once price reached down here in this area, right, you could be expecting some huge reversal. And that's exactly what we're getting on the GBP pairs. It has literally hit the monthly low. And from that point on, it's just been flying up all month long. All month long, it's just been shooting up. So that's a good thing, right? We can take advantage of this to expect. We know what we can be looking for, you know, in our upcoming week, right? So moving now to really the daily chart. All right. You guys all know I take you out to the line chart, right? Take you as we hit up this line chart here, right? This is where we're going to just start looking at just the little peaks that we have. So I'm actually going to start all the way from up here. All right. Because price has made some significant movements here lately. All right. And if you guys got any questions, comments, concerns, definitely drop them in the chat box. If you got any pairs you want to look at tonight, definitely drop them in the box as well. See if we can't get to them. But here on the daily, right, just starting from one peak and working our way straight down to the next. And we're just going to take out the most highest peaks that we can find and take that line and just extend them out. All right. And please mute yourself, guys. Please mute yourself. All right. I'm going to mute somebody out here. All right. Perfect. Let's see if I got them. I'm sorry, I think I muted myself. So as you see here on the daily time frame, right, you guys can all see basically price has pretty much blown through our trend line. All right. And so as price is basically blown through that trend line, right, what can we be expecting the next move? What do I call this? What do I call this when price breaks through a major trend line like that? In our 3-step process, what is this called? The 3 steps I always look for.
Impulse.
Impulse, exactly, right? So that's going to be our major impulse move. All right. So we know that we're going to be looking for some type of pullback to happen here soon. Especially, this is on a daily chart, right? I'm going to take you guys, I want you to pay attention to this little angle here, right? Because this right here, if you guys actually look at this, this is actually, it's been formed before in the past, right? And I'm going to show you exactly where it's at, where it got formed in the past, and it looks the exact same, right? So look at, I'm going to draw it out here, right? Because this is crazy. This is what I mean, where price does the exact same thing over and over. But look at right, oh, I don't like that color. Let's go with blue or something. Look at how this was formed. This big old W here was formed, right? I want you guys to focus your shift, focus your attention right over here. Look at this. Look at exactly how this W was formed, right? All right, I'm just going to circle right over here, and I'm going to take these lines off, right, so you guys can see it clearly. But look at how this area right here looks the exact same right here, right? The exact same thing that happened here, guys, is the exact same thing you should be looking for to happen here. So after this little W was formed here, right, after the W was formed here and it shot up, right, you guys can all see it made that pullback, right? It made that nice little pullback. And you could also put a little trend line right on that little pullback right there, right? You could have easily put a trend line right on that little pullback, okay? So this is the exact same thing happening right here, right? So if we go to our line chart, right, and we wanted to connect from this low to this peak, right? Follow me here. Connecting from this low to this peak and just extending this line out here, right? We can see here, we got that pullback. So that's the exact same thing that we're looking for. We're going to be looking for some type of pullback, all right? And that's going to be our impulse, our correction, okay? Maybe we'll get some type of consolidation here. We don't know, right? We just want to see it come back down to here, right? Once price gets to here, we can basically expect it to explode, right? And I'm expecting it to, at least by the end of the year, we may get this explosion to come all the way back up here, potentially all the way back up here to this high, right? So we're going to mark this high up here, right? Because this is the highest high that we can have, right? So we may get this big movement to this huge upside here, you know, coming out of all the GBP pairs, all right? But going into next week, right, I'm expecting a couple of these GBP pairs, most of them, to be looking to drop, all right? Now, as you guys know, I always love cloning this line here, okay? So I'm just going to clone this line, and I'm going to take it to basically where price kind of ended at for the week. So pretty much about right here, because here, why am I saying that area in particular? Well, off my line chart, I'm looking at just a couple different peaks here. I'm looking at this area, price kind of rejected off of here. Okay, so that's the area right there. You could just put this at, right? So I'm expecting price to push up just a little bit more, right? If we're looking at support and resistance, right, we have this major area here, all right, which was a major area of support, okay? Price is going to come to, if price is going to turn around, it's going to need to come to some major area of support / resistance, and it's going to turn around at that area. So if we just take this area here and just extend it right out, right? Now we have a valid point why price may come here to this area and potentially turn around, right? So Monday, I don't know if I talked to you guys about this, but Monday, right? This is very important that you remember when you're doing market structure, all right? Monday is always going to be a fake out, okay? Mondays are always fake out days, okay? Monday is a fake out. Tuesday usually typically turns the trend the other way, okay? Wednesday, Thursday, all right, is usually your midweek reversal. And Friday usually comes back to hit Thursday's high of the day or low of the day. It's very important to remember, right? And I'm going to show you guys on a smaller scale exactly what that looks like here in a second. I'm just going to put on my sessions. Yeah, and I can repeat that, of course, right? Let me just type it out for you guys, right? Because this is very important that you remember this when you're talking about market structure, when you're looking at how the market is going to, when you're looking at how the market is going to be, all right? So we got Monday. Let me type it here. Monday is usually a fake out day, okay? Tuesday typically turns the trend the other way. Wednesday, Thursday is typically a midweek reversal. And Friday usually typically goes back to hit Thursday's high of the day or low of the day, depending on the direction it was going in. All right, so let me show you guys exactly what I'm talking about here for a second while we're looking at this. All right, so let me put on my sessions, right? I'm gonna put on my little session breaks. So I'm going to my settings. I'm gonna put on some session breaks, right? Of course, the session breaks tells me, what days, right? So let's just label out some days here, for example. I don't know why I can't move this now. All right, so let's look at, this was Friday, okay? This was Thursday. This was Wednesday. I'm just gonna do last week. We got Tuesday and we had Monday, okay? Look at this. This is crazy stuff, right? This is very educational right here. But look at how Monday, right? Grab my crosshair. Look at how Monday was a fake out, faking you out, thinking that you were going to go in this sell direction, right? Monday faking you out, think you're going to go in that sell direction, okay? Come Tuesday, the trend turned the other way, right? Wednesday to Thursday, whichever day it'll happen, or it can happen on Wednesday or it can happen on Thursday, right? Wednesday, Thursday was a midweek reversal. Look at here. Look at how Wednesday turned right here on Wednesday and Thursday. It turned. It was a midweek reversal, right? And then Friday, when Friday started, Friday came right back to hit Thursday's high of the day or low of the day. Look, I can't make that stuff up, guys. That's real, right? That happens every single week in trading. Every single week. I literally can't make that up, all right? So what am I expecting going into the week of next week for GBP pairs in particular, right? Let me take off my sessions. Okay, let me grab my annotate, clear my drawing tools off, all right? So take me out to the hourly chart, all right? So when I'm looking at the hourly chart, I'm looking for Monday, right? Maybe I need to go to 4 hours. This is a big move up, all right? Here we go. So I'm looking for Monday to potentially keep pushing up a little bit, maybe hit this little line up here, all right? Because if this is going to turn around, well, I've told you guys, you have to have some type of pattern, something to give us a reversal, right? And this is going to be a long drop coming back down, right? A long drop. Now you're looking at least about 400 pips coming back down here, okay? So we have to get some type of maybe M pattern up here, okay? We can get an M pattern. We can get a head and shoulders, anything, right? But we're going to be looking for some type of reversal to happen off this so we can get this move back down to at least here in this area, back to this area at least, all right? Why am I saying that area in particular? I'm looking because I'm just looking left, right? Looking left, I see there was a major area of support resistance here, okay? It could either come here or it could potentially come to here. We don't know. It could come to any one of these areas, right? But we know it has to come. We know based off the daily, we have to get some type of pullback. Okay, price is just not going to keep rising. I can assure you guys that. It's just not going to keep going and keep going. And it ain't going to happen like that. You got to get some type of pullback, no matter how you see it, some type of pullback. All right. So that's what I'm going to be looking for GBP pairs, for GBP USD in particular. All right. Now, on the hourly scale, how can we catch this move, right? Look at how sharp this move is, right? This is also telling you guys, right? Take out some of this stuff off the charts, right? So we don't get confused. But look at how sharp this move up is right here. This is what I'm looking at. Look at how sharp this move up is, right? In order for me to confirm that sharp movement up, right, this is a clear sign that I'm going to eventually get some type of movement to the downside, all right? Because technically, this is an area, this little trend line that I just drew here, right? We could put it on the line chart, okay? And connect from one low to the next here, connecting and going all the way up, right? We could also clone this line, right? I recommend. And we could put it, cap it off about right here in this area, okay? Go back to the candles. All right, so we're enclosed in here, right? You guys all know, let me bring this down. You guys all know price has to move to the right? We can't go back to the left. So eventually we're going to get some type of breakout outside of this little area here, right? Now do you guys see how we're putting this piece to the puzzle? Why I said price is going to move up a little bit, right? Somebody said it, ascending channel, right? I'm not the best when it comes to patterns, right? But it's an ascending channel, right? So as you guys can see, I'm looking for this move to come up, maybe consolidate in here, and then eventually what? I'm going to be looking for the same 3-step process, okay? So once we get that 3-step process, what is it, right? I'm going to be looking for an impulse move, okay? I'm going to be looking for that correction to pull back. That's going to be my confirmation there to go ahead and give me that nice little move down. All right, to the downside, back down to here. Okay, and it's just that simple, right? This move here, this ascending channel, right, is the same exact movement you get when you see, let's see if I can find one here. Look at how, let's see if I can find one, a good one, good one, good one. All right, let's look. All right, look at here. Look at this. Look at how this movement up was. See that? Look at how this movement up was. It was a sharp movement to the upside. Okay? That sharp movement to the upside has to give you some type of pullback, right? And that's just a bigger ascending channel. Okay? So we're going to be looking for that on the GBP pairs. All right? You know, so be looking. You probably get Monday, be that fake out. Tuesday, turn that trend the other way. Maybe if it doesn't drop completely all the way down before Wednesday, Thursday, you may get a little pullback, give you that midweek reversal. All right. And then, you know, Thursday may continue to go ahead and continue that trend. And then maybe Friday will come back to meet back up where Thursday was. Right. And you start the new week. All right. So if the GBP pairs, I'm looking to drop, right, my correlation pair for GBPs are going to be the Euro GBPs, right? So if Euro GBP, if GBP is going to be going down, I'm going to be looking for Euro GBP to be doing what? What should Euro GBP be doing? Right? Exactly. Euro GBP should be moving up, right? So let's mark it. Let's just do some couple markups on Euro GBP, you know, based off the daily scale. Okay, here we are, right? We're approaching, right? We don't even have to look at everything over there, right? But we're approaching this big area here. Look at this, right? We're approaching this big area here on the daily. Price, last time price was down here was February, February 28th, right? And it rejected off the daily. So this is a strong, very strong area we're approaching, right? So we know we have to get some type of movement off of this, okay? Plus, right, what have I taught you guys? What have I taught you guys about the mirror image, right? Look at the mirror image that we have here, right? Let me see if I can draw it. Let's see if I can put a line right down the middle of it. All right, look at here. Look at the mirror image. Look at how this right side came out to look like this left side, okay? So this image here, right, this image here has to recreate itself, okay? So what's over here on the right over here on the right side has to be recreated, right? Let me flip it. Has to be recreated over here on this side, right? When we get that other mirror image, right? We may get a lot of consolidation here, which is fine. We can get a lot of consolidation here, but we have to get a new image to be created over here. All right? It's not a best mirror image. Let's see if I can draw a little bit better one for you guys. Right? Let's look at maybe I do what I can do. Let's take all this here. How about that? There you go. There's your mirror image. Right? Perfect. So maybe we'll get something similar to this, okay? To where we could be seeing this movement up here. Okay? All right. And if it breaks through here, which it could easily do that, it could break through here, right? We definitely know we're going to be moving to the downside, right? But we don't have any confirmation of it going this low just yet, all right? We have to take advantage of what we clearly see here first, all right? So that's what I'm looking at on the daily scale, all right? If you're going to trade Euro GBP, that's fine. I would recommend going out to something maybe 4-hour time frame scale. Let's see if we can't draw a trend line anywhere here. Right? Let's just see what we got. Okay, so we got a little higher high up here. Right? We could take this line and bring it about right down in here. Okay. Just connecting a couple peaks here. All right, let's see how that looks on the 4-hour time frame. Bring it back to the candles. Okay, it looks pretty good. I like that, actually. I'm going to clone this line. We're going to put this on the other side of this. That way we've now boxed price in. Okay, clearly. We've clearly blocked price in. All right, I'm going to get as little accurate as possible. Maybe about right here. I'm looking at these. The 2 peaks I'm looking at is here and here. All right. So knowing Monday is a fake out, okay, maybe Monday pull a little bit further down, right? And we could potentially be seeing this little movement up, right? Because if this is going to move up, that means GBP has to move down. So maybe we'll get that rejection off of here and you guys can keep trading inside this channel, right? That's my recommendation. Just keep trading inside this channel. But what are the best, right? Just by looking at this, what would be the best opportunities to take, right? What is the best opportunities to take saying that this is this channel and inside this channel here? What do you guys think the best opportunities to take would be? Right? And this would be the shorts, right? The shorts. The shorts are going to be the best because this is currently trending down. It's on a downtrend, right? So we're going to take the best opportunities are going to be the shorts, you know, on the bigger scale. The best opportunities are going to be the shorts, right? I'm not saying this is not going to pop up, right? Maybe on the 15-minute time frame scale, right? If you're looking, let's see how many pips this is, right? Because this could still be a good movement up, right? I mean, that's nice, 175 pips, right? So, you know, you guys can still catch that. But the best opportunities are going to be the shorts, right? Because let me tell you why. It doesn't matter where you enter a short at, right? You can literally enter a short, right? And, you know, this is what I have to say, disclaimer, right? But you can literally enter a short anywhere and you're still going to be profitable without a stop loss, right? Because this is trending down. So if it's currently trending down, right, it's going to come back. It doesn't matter where you get in, all right? But still, you know, look for your confirmations, find the best entry, and take advantage of the market where you see it's going, all right? So I'll be looking for the shorts, all right? So let's just run down a couple of the GBP pairs quick here. All right, I'm going to do some new markups, all right? We can still stay, let's see here, GBP AUD on the monthly scale. Looks like I told you guys a week or so ago that we're going to be inside this big channel here on the daily scale, right? And I'm still thinking about the same thing, right? It's the same thing. Prices come up here. We put it inside this little channel here, right? So I'm looking for some type of rejection, maybe an M formation pattern to drop, right? We're outside of this little thing here, so we can't really say this is valid anymore, right? We got to be looking for something different. Maybe for price to come up here, okay? Maybe stay here around this area, all right? If price breaks through here, okay, it could keep pushing up. That's fine. Look for some type of pattern to short this. Every time price came up here, what did it do? It shorted. Every time, right? Ever since September of 2016, right? This is strong. This is a strong resistance right here, this line. So every time price came up here, it just shorted. You could take many, many, many shorts here. So I'm looking yet again, to short it. GBP AUD. All right. GBP Swissy, right? Broke outside of our channel. That's fine, right? Let's remark it up, right? We got to do that, okay? We still have this upward trend that's currently still forming, right? So we put a line chart on it. From here, bring it right on up. I'm gonna bring this in just a little bit, right? About right here, all right? Okay? We could clone this line, right? We can no longer put it, well, yes, we can. No, we can still put it here, right? This is still valid here. Why? Because we had this rejection here, and price is just sitting here on it. Yeah, it broke outside of it a little bit. That's fine. Okay? That's totally fine. Let's look left to see if price could turn around currently where it's at, right? We know we have this area that price is getting very, very close to, right? May just even wick up there a little bit more, come up there, right? And then we had, let's see, we had this small area here, which is where price is at right now, okay? Nice support, resistance, little area. All right, price is sitting right here at this area, right? This is not really that strong. Well, you know, if we take it back, it is definitely a strong area, right? So we could definitely, in that case, still be looking for the short regardless, because every time price hit this area here on this line, we short it, okay? But be looking for the pattern. The pattern is going to be the key. The pattern. That is going to be the key to your trading. I'm telling you. This wick, see this wick, right? Look at this wick. What I've told you guys about the wicks, right? Look at this wick. That wick told you that, hey, I may be looking to, stop and go the opposite direction, right? Actually, on the 4 hour, I think I see a pattern, right? It looks like this could easily be, let me lock my tool here. This could easily be an M formation forming to short. If it shorts, it's probably going to short down to here. We may get a nice little head and shoulders pattern here, and we're going to keep forming, right? I'm not doing anything but copying what I see on this left side, copying it right here on this right. That's all I'm doing. I'm not doing anything fancy. Nothing fancy to it. It's easy work. Copy what you see on the left side and copy it to the right side, right? This is how you plan out your trades. Plan out how you're going to make money, right? Plan it, right? So I'm looking for some type of short, right? I don't necessarily have to catch this aggressive move all the way up here, right? Because I know on a smaller scale, there's something going on in here on a smaller scale. On a smaller scale, if you want to wait for confirmation, you find a trend, which is what we have here. See there? See that trend? See why it's still moving in that upward direction? You find a trend. You wait for it to break that trend. You wait for it to pull back up as your retest, impulse, correction, and you take advantage of that move here, right? That's it. It's that simple. That simple. GJ, same thing. Look, GJ's in that nice ascending channel there. But we'll go back to the daily, right? Because we broke outside of this bigger channel, right? I still think this is valid here. Didn't drop when I wanted it to. That's fine, right? An aggressive trader would have took that entry. Conservative, you never got a trend line break, right? You never got a trend line break here, okay? So when we're looking at this, we may have to put it on something like possibly the 4 hour. Well, let's just go back to the daily first, okay? So on the daily, we got to find a new area of support / resistance. Where could price potentially move to, right? Price, we have a new area up here, okay? This is where we're currently at. So we could be looking for some type of rejection off this area, right? Back down to potentially this area, okay? Back down to potentially somewhere around here in this area, like this, okay? Right, we broke outside this channel. Now we have to figure out how we can get back inside this channel. So that's going to be on the daily scale, okay? Now, as we take it to the 4 hour, I'm going to put the line chart on there. okay, we have this channel here forming here. Okay, see that right there? That's a trend. That is a trend. It's just a smaller scale. Okay, if we clone this line, we can put it here. There we are. Now we're working with something. Look at how we're doing this top-down analysis. Now we're going to move into the 1 hour. So now we can see we're just trading inside this range. We're trading inside here. That's all we're doing, right? Let's see how many pips it is from this moving down. Okay, that's 75 pips there. It's a nice move you can take advantage of, right? Right? But currently, right now, the best move is still going to be a buy at this current point. Why? Because this is trending in an upward direction. All right? When we get that pattern, that break of this trend line here, because it's going to happen, price has to keep moving to the right. So once it breaks, it's going to come back and retest. And then you're going to get that nice movement to the downside. All right? We're going to get that nice movement to the downside. Same thing, GCAD and GN, all in ascending. Now, GN looks a little bit different. Let's look at GN for a second. All right? Look at all these moves that we're taking advantage of here, right? All this was recorded live, right? You guys should all be making money, right, when I call this stuff. All right? So since prices moved to the right, we just really, with this, is extend this line out. Same thing we did back here, okay? It's the same thing we're looking for here. Look at all these wicks to the upside on the daily, okay? Look at these wicks to the upside. This is probably the easiest one. I'll easily be looking for this to come down. Let's go to the 4 hour. Oh, look at that. Now, that's a beauty. Look at that. I love that. See, when I see stuff like this, that's a beauty. That's a beauty. I love that, right? So mark my words, I'll probably be taking GN next week. That really looks good, right? The pattern, guys, the pattern is the key. The pattern is there. The wicks are there, right? All this stuff is telling you. All that is telling you that, hey, you know Monday's a fake out, right? So Monday could rise. Tuesday's going to turn that trend the other way. I can almost guarantee it. I can almost guarantee it, right? All right, so let's keep it moving. USD CAD. Oh, man, look at this, right? Did we not expect this to happen? Yeah, I did GA. I think I did GA. Yeah. So GA, right? Let's go back to it just for a second. Did I do GA? Yeah, I did GA. Yeah, GA. See that M pattern here? That movement down? M pattern to form back up. Come back about right in here. And be looking for the drop too. Okay? All right, so UCAD, right? We expected this to happen. Guys, this was massive, right? UCAD. We either said it was going to come here. If you got stopped out here for a little bitty movement here, that's fine. Right? Well, you really wouldn't have if you got, because if you took this off this trend line here, right, you were up about, 30 pips. I would protect 2, maybe. Came back, knocked you out. Okay, fine. No big deal. Then I told you, I said, look, if price drops below here, right, be looking for the pullback. That's exactly what you got here. Price dropped below here, gave you a pullback right to that trend line, and look, we just free falling now. We're free falling. All right, so how can we take advantage of this now? Right? I don't see price really riding back up here. No time soon. All right, so really, let's see what we can take advantage of. So how do we take it? How can we get in? If we miss this initial movement up here, how can we get in? All right, let's go to the 1 hour. Let's see what we can find. Let's see, we need to find some type of trend happening. I see it. Let's look. Start from the peak up here, and we take a trend line right on this thing. Put a trend line right on this bad boy. Okay? Watch how easy this is, guys. I'm looking for a wick, something here to confirm this trend line. Tell me it's valid. Can we get it? Boom. Love it. Right? Now I'm going to clone this line. Okay? When I clone this, I'm not moving it. I'm just taking it straight to the opposite end. Maybe about right here. Right? I'm going to put it about right here on that peak here. And it connects to that peak. Okay? So we can clearly see this is trending down, right? Clearly. We are sitting at, are we sitting at an area of support resistance yet? Yes. That is valid. Big area, support and resistance. Major area, okay? So what could we be expecting here, right? Potentially, we only got two moves here. We're either going to get this pullback, okay? Price may keep dropping first, I don't know. But or it could pull back here, okay? Because we could clearly see now the same thing that we did here on the daily, on the bigger time frame, right? Where we box price in. Oh, we didn't really box in, but same thing that we do on any other chart when we box price in is the same thing here. So now we're looking at these areas as rejections. These areas are rejections, okay? So price could potentially pull here and pull back down, okay? Now I'm gonna tell you guys a secret. Now, if you see price pull here, pull back down, and it's not moving here, I would be expecting this move probably to head back up here. All right, and if it heads out, if you see price break outside here, which it probably will, right? Be looking for the retest of some kind and then be looking to buy it back up, right? So your first move, based off the 1 hour, is to pull back up, give you a nice entry for the sale, take advantage of that little bit of the sale. I don't know how many pips that is. Okay, that's about 30 pips, right? So if you're scalping it, you can take advantage of that. See if this is going to break here. If it breaks here, you can keep selling. Right? I would recommend following with your stops. You know, if it keeps selling, it's definitely going to sell until we hit this line here. Somewhere down here, which is, that should hit us down to this area. All right? If we keep selling, we're definitely going to keep selling. We're definitely going to keep selling all the way down to here. Okay? All right? If we break this area, expect to keep selling. But if we don't break this area here, expect a movement up to the upside, impulse. Expect it to correct and expect it to continue up. No, I haven't got to UJ yet. All right? One of those are going to happen. I don't know which one. Right? But if you don't want to trade USD CAD, if you know Monday's a fake out, right? This is how you guys have to think. If you know Monday is a fake out, why not wait to see what Tuesday is going to do for you? Okay? Why not wait for Tuesday to come around and then take advantage of it? Right? That way you know which way to be trading for the rest of the week. Okay, UJ, right? We're still looking for UJ to come down. Okay, UJ, we boxed it in on the daily. See, guys, the crazy thing is that with market structure, when you mark up your charts, you don't really have to do much markups again, because when you come back, right, all you're looking at is to see where price is at currently. Right? That's it. So here on UJ, right, we marked this up, right? We've had the same markup for UJ for I don't know how many weeks now, right? And we just box price in, right? You are literally telling price what you want it to do at this point. Look at that. So what am I expecting for UJ? The same thing I was expecting, you know, any other day. Look, I'm expecting UJ to drop. It's already dropped. We probably already got some type of pattern up here. Okay. We probably already got some type of pattern up here. So look, we're already in this movement down. The best entry, right? If you miss this, which is fine, you find a trend, right? Find the trend, find the entry. That's it. Find the trend, boom. Trending down. I see that. Yep, I can see. Boom, boom. Right? Peak, peak. Where's the best entry? For this to pull up and we sell. Look at that. Find the trend. Monday faked you out thinking it was going to shoot up. Tuesday turned the trend to keep it moving down. Right? See that? That's crazy. Can't make that up. Find the trend. Get the entry. Right? So my mentor told me. Find the trend, get the entry. All right? You Chef. Take out Luke's You Chef. Man, did we not do a mirror image of You Chef? Look at this. I kept this for you guys. Right? Look at that mirror image. And look what's happening. Man. Can't make this up. Guys, I cannot make this up. All right. So let's look. Can't make this stuff up, guys. Come on. Right? I'm giving you the money. I'm giving you the money. Right? And the crazy thing is that even if you don't show up, right? The fact that we have these recorded for you guys to go back over and look at, right? To easily see what we were predicting. Okay? So look at this, right? So You Chef, we now broke outside this trend, right? I got to put this back on the daily. Oh, man. Okay. Look at here. Now I can see something better. Daily, look at this, guys. I can't. Look at this, man. How many rejections? Anybody ever seen that commercial where they're like, you know, how many tastes does it take to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop? Right? I'm going to start saying that to you guys just like that. How many times do we have to get this rejected for you to start making money? How many times does this have to reject up here for you to start making money? 3, 2, you know, I don't know. The world may never know. You know, you guys tell me. I mean, this thing rejected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then it came up here at 8 and rejected again. Come on, guys. Come on. This is like easy money here. All right. Take a look here, right? So we still got this area of support. All right. We know this has a potential, right? I'm going to say potential. We don't know what's going to happen, but it has a potential to keep moving down. I definitely see it moving down, honestly. But we could experience some, you know, some turbulence in here, this area here. Okay. Maybe some type of pullbacks, right? On the daily. But let's take a look, right? Look at how easy this was here, right? We had this nice little trend that was about right in here. Perfect. Impulse corrected itself and continued down, right? Now, on a bigger scale, we have to take from the highest peak, in order for us to take a trend on this, we have to take from the highest peak and move this down, okay? So the best entry, if you're patient enough to wait, okay? If you're patient enough to wait, is to wait for this to pull back up to somewhere here, maybe in this area. It may not pull all the way back to this trend, that's fine, okay? Because we have this area here, right? Let's just look at regular support and resistance, right? I told you guys impulse corrections, continuations can happen on, you know, when you're drawing the support and resistance like this. We never got a, look, we never got a correction. We just got an impulse. See that? Just one big impulse moving down. We know fact that this has to correct itself. Okay? So if you're patient enough to wait for this to correct itself, okay, Because really, you're actually sitting on this area of support right there. Yeah, there you go. I like that better. Right? You're sitting here. So wait for this to correct itself. It will correct. I promise you guys. Right? And then take advantage of that. That's a nice movement to come down here. That I like. That I like. All right. Let's move to where we at? Euro USD. The euro. All right. So Euro USD has finally, maybe, but it's finally got outside this big channel it's been in since 2018. Right? But we never know. This is still considered to be a resistance, honestly. Because look at how many times it did come out here and it faked you out. Right? So this could easily be that move. This usually moves just like GBP. So I'm still looking for the short, honestly. All right. But, you know, we do have to take advantage of the trend that we see here on the 4-hour. Okay. This 4-hour trend is still in an upward direction. And technically, until it breaks this, it's not going to go down. Okay. So we can take advantage of, keep taking advantage of this for right now. As of right now, if we clone this line, right, and put it, where can we put this? We could probably put it, this is probably going to be the best spot to put it in, saying that we have this rejection here, this one here, this one here, right? This is still moving up. All right. So we're still buying as of right now. Well, how far can we go up on Euro USD? Let's look and see. What is the potential for Euro USD? Let me grab my arrow here. It's not gonna let me do it. All right. So potential, we have this high up here. All right, that had multiple rejections. Okay. So we could potentially be looking for Euro USD to pull up to here, which would give you that Monday fake out. And Tuesday turn trend the other way. There it is. Right? We don't know what's going to happen here. This could break this, or this could easily fly back up. And we could keep moving up to here. Right? And if we move up to here, we're probably going to, we're probably going to end up keep coming somewhere all the way up there. Right? That's in the future. But I'm still looking for the drop. I'm looking for the drop. Right? Because I want to put this back inside some type of channel. And honestly, you know what? I see something. Look at here. I want to put this here off this wick. That's a significant wick because it came here. I'm hoping I'll get a wick here. If I do, I like it. Oh, man, I didn't get it. Darn it. Well, that's okay. I think I'm going to keep this, though. I think I'm going to keep this. There's something significant. I know there's something significant about these wicks. I'll just play around with it a little bit. I'm really liking this here. Because what I'm saying, guys, is if this comes here, this will make this valid to keep price inside this channel here. This would make this valid here, right? So when I'm looking at stuff like this, right, this is like I told you guys, this is where I want to confirm. Let me see what everybody else is saying about Euro USD, right? There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not the best trader in the world, right? But I want to confirm my work. TradingView.com. I want to go here, right? I want to look at everybody else's ideas. I'm going to cheat, right? This is my little cheat code. All right, so let's see what people are saying, right? I want to see the most recent. See if we got any markups yet. I don't know what this is, right? But look, the first one that was posted an hour ago, right? Somebody else came in here. They posted this an hour ago, Momentum Trader. Look what he's saying. This man's saying short, right? This guy's saying long, but where is he? Look at this. Now, this is interesting. When was this posted? Okay, this was posted 3 hours ago, right? Well, take a look at this. Look at this. This guy's saying long, okay? But where's he saying long? This has to pull back, right? And he's got his stops in to continue long. What did we say? Potential long coming in the future, okay? Potential movement long. What's this guy saying? He posted this 3 hours ago. Look. Short, long, short. It's going to break. We don't know that yet, but right? Short, long. But see, short. Guys, I'm going in all day short. I'm looking for the short. I don't want to buy. This was the buy. I want the short. I want the short. Plus, this is, look how hugely this is. Look at this massive movement up. See how this massive movement up was here? Look at that. What did it do after that massive movement? It consolidated and shorted. What did it do after this massive movement up? It consolidated and shorted. This massive movement consolidated and shorted. Right? Massive movement up, you look for the short. Right? You look for the short. Just be patient. It's coming. All right, let's move to gold. You guys still with me? You guys still here? Right? Am I boring you? Am I boring you yet? You guys still here? Any questions thus far, right? I'm opening the mics up. Any questions thus far as we went through some of these pairs? Cool. Cool. Right, I'm glad you guys are getting this, right? This is cool stuff. All right, cool. That's cool. That's cool, Latio. Right, we about to get you out of that, though. Right? We're gonna get you out of that. I promise you that. Stick with me. I got you. All right, check this out. So here we are. Gold has just been in this channel. It consolidated, looked like all last week, right? But look, where's the best entry for the sell? Man, here. I want gold to pull here. If gold doesn't do this, why am I going to take a sell on it? Right? I want gold to pull up to here. But I may not always do that, but that's ideal for me. That's ideal. But like I told you guys, gold moves very fast. So you got to look at what's really going on a smaller scale. Let's look at the 1 hour right quick. So the 1 hour, this is where I really want to draw support and resistance on gold. Let's do it together. Right? I'm not a gold fan, I'm going to be honest with you guys. But look at here. We got some support, some resistance here. Okay. Going back textbook stuff. Nice support, resistance. All right, I'm going to put another level on it. Maybe down here. Okay. Confirm that level back here. Right. So when I'm looking at this, honestly, I'm thinking gold, saying that this is a resistance here. We have multiple touches here. I'm looking at maybe gold pulling here. It could potentially pull up to here. If it pulls up to here, short it. Fine, no big deal. If it pulls up to here, short it. Fine, no big deal. But short it. And then short it. Look for the shorts on gold. I believe gold is going to short. I'm almost 98% positive I don't see gold breaking out of here. If it does, man, that's why I hate it. But I don't see it, guys. I just don't see it. I don't see it. Maybe here. Yeah. I would be looking to short this puppy here, because shorting gold just back down to here is 184 pips. And somebody confirmed with me, but I believe this pair moves about 200 pips an average on the daily. So that's nothing for this pair. Nothing. Now, zoom into the 15-minute, right? Because we can break this thing down, right? We can really break it down. Look at this upward trend here. You guys see this? Take it to the line chart. Show it a little bit better, right? So let's start from this spot here, and let's take this line right up. Okay? Just like this. Okay? There's your movement up. Monday faked you out. Okay. Monday, here's your fake out. Tuesday, maybe turn the trend the other way. Right? Even this movement down is, this was about 26 pips. Right? So let's clone this line here. Take it to the other side. Take it to the other side. I'm going to take it to the line chart. Can't see it. Whew, we got a lot of peaks here. That's fine. We can take it about right here. Connected, peak, peak, peak. There it is. I'm all in on the short. Yes, the buy may happen. Monday fake you out. The buy may come next week. And then you could, you know, possibly, if it gets up to here, you'd be shorting it. Right? That's my movement for gold. That's what I see. Rejection, rejection, rejection. Get another rejection here. You could probably take this buy up. Should probably be a good buy. And then sell it when it gets off this trend line. Simple. That's some nice movement. Plus, on top of that, this looks like it may be a nice little W pattern. Let me draw it out. W. There it is. I love it. Looks good. Right? Let's confirm this with an indicator, right? Let's see. I like MACD personally. You know, but we could put a couple of them over here. MACD, RSI. See what they all say. MACD. What's MACD saying? MACD crossed over for that buy yet? Nope. MACD still for that sell. So when MACD crosses over for that buy, that's your entry. Take that buy up. Right? Let's see what RSI is saying. Is RSI almost oversold? We're hoping to see RSI almost oversold. The relative strength index, RSI, we're getting there. We're getting there, right? We're just stuck in the middle right now. We're getting there, okay? So anything could happen, right? But be looking for that. I would definitely be looking for this buy, maybe the sell coming back down. That's my move for gold, all right? NZD, JPY. Let's take it out on the daily. NZD, JPY. What do you guys see? Right? What is this? What is that? Look at there. Nice W formation, right? W formation there. Okay? So be looking for this potentially, right? First, we have to take into consideration this high. That's the first thing we have to do. Okay? But on the daily, look at here. Okay? Now, obviously, it's going to take a lot of days for it to get back up here. Okay? But it could potentially get up there. Right? It could potentially get up there if we put it on the line chart. Right? We got connecting these peaks here. Clone this line. Always clone that line. It's important. Right? Never forget it. Boom. Look at there. Okay? So, on the daily, we know it has a rejection. It could reject here. How many rejections have we had here in the past? We've had 1, 2, and 3. Right? You know it's going to take a lot of days for it to get back up here. Okay? Now, if it breaks, yeah, then I'll be looking for the buy. But it has to break. I have to see some break, retest, we buy this up. If we don't get that break, fine, sell it. We don't get that break, Monday could be that fake out, Tuesday could turn this trend the other way. Anything could happen. Okay? Or this could be Monday fake out, Tuesday turn trend the other way, Wednesday, Thursday, midweek reversal. Anything could happen. But you know you have confirmations. Look for the confirmations first. Whatever your confirmation is, before you get in that trade, look for it. Then you take advantage of it. Right? you look at break retest, fine. Here it is. Boom. There. Okay. I'll definitely be looking to sell this. This is just too big. I'm looking at this on the 60-minute. I know this has to come back down to here, right? Look at the line chart. Check it out. Line here, many rejections. Clone this bad boy. Fine. Let's clone it. We'll clone it together. Okay. I'm looking at this rejection here, all in here. Oh yeah. Sell this bad boy. I'm really looking for the sell at this point now. See that? Not changing my bias or nothing. It's the same thing. I know I have a huge zone here, but I want to channel this in. So I want to sell this. I think I want to sell this. NZDJPY. Nice 100 pips possibly coming down. Be looking for the buy, go back up. Right? See if it does not break this. If it breaks that, then I'm looking for the retest all day long. Okay? Bitcoin. Bitcoin still selling. Still, or are we consolidating? Right? I gotta take Bitcoin out on the monthly. No, the daily. All right, look at here. We're still sitting here. Okay, same markup. Impulse, we still got to get a correction. This is not we ain't got a correction yet. Bitcoin's just consolidating right now. We ain't got nothing, right? None of this is valid up here. But impulse, we haven't got a correction up here yet. Bitcoin's just been playing around at this area of support. That's all it's been doing. It's just been playing around. So we'll probably get that buy first. And then we'll get that sell. That's your rejection. All right, cool. All right, so I'm going to open the lines up there. That's really a rundown of really all the pairs that I got tonight. Let's open the lines up. Questions, comments, concerns, something I need to go over, something you're not, if your trading didn't go well this week, what can I do to help you out on it? Like what went wrong? Tell me what went wrong and how can we fix it? Let's figure out how we can fix it. That's what I want to do. You guys got my undivided attention tonight.
So when I'm looking at, sorry. So when I'm looking at the charts, my issue that I'm having is determining how far over or how steep the angle is to know how far to go up or how far to go to the right before the change in direction. Okay, good question. So let me make sure I got this right. So let's say, for instance, if you're looking at let's look at GBP CAD, right? Well, give me a pair that you looked at that you like. It would be GN. Okay, GN, right? So let's look at it. So do you understand? The first thing is that you understand you have to be out on the daily chart to see anything, right? That's where you always want to start, right? You don't have to go all the way back to 1969 over here, okay? You can really look at what's going on here. So if you're looking at GN, right, if you were to just look left, you could see there's a rejection here, right? Mm-hmm. So that's the first thing. If there's a rejection there on the daily, you have to put this here. Okay? Right? That's the first thing. Okay? Many things just off the daily alone that you can determine a bias of a sell. First, what I would do, I'm looking at this, okay? And I'm telling myself, well, if I was to put a line just straight through the middle of this, you can see a mirror image, right? Mm-hmm. That's the first thing I can say. So the first question I'm asking myself is if I see a mirror image that's been completed, I know a new mirror image has to be created. If one's completed, one has to be created. Okay? So I know instantly, just off the daily, what I see over here
has to be created over here, right? We understand that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So once I get my bias, because my bias at this point is just what? I'm looking to sell, right? I wouldn't be looking for any buys because there's nothing up here. Look, there's just nothing up here. Nothing up here. So my first bias is a buy, so I'm switching, going to the 4 hour. Right? And this is why it's important that when you go to trading view and you're marking your charts, you always want to put your thing here to auto fit data to the screen because it takes you where you need to be looking at. Okay? So here on the 4 hour, you can, the second question you want to ask yourself is, okay, which direction is this going in? Like, what direction is this going in? The whole thing, the whole picture. You see it mostly going up, or you see it mostly going down?
Right now, I see it going up.
You see it going up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see it starting basically from here, this bottom, and moving up, right? So you could take this to the line chart if you wanted to be accurate with it, and just draw a line off of it. Okay. Right now, you're probably saying, okay, well, why did you cut through this area? Right? You could easily put a line down here too. It doesn't matter. We'll put two of them in here. They're still, either way, they're still moving up, right?
Right.
Both of them are still moving in the upward direction. Now, if anytime you draw that line, always clone it. Clone it. Always clone it, because when you clone it and you take it to the other side, you could see how far price, if it's right, if you cloned it right, you can see how far price, even if I was to clone this one, right? Even if I cloned this one, you can see price was basically here. Yep. Right there. So this is the first clone, and this is the second one. Either one of them doesn't matter. You're still going to get the same bias, right? This is why if you guys think your markup has to be exactly like mine, it doesn't. It really doesn't, right? As long as you have the same bias, then you're fine. Okay? So let's just take out which one of these lines can you see better as far as trend wise? The first one here and here, or the second one here and here? Which one would you do?
The first one.
The first one. Okay, so let's take out the second one. Let's take these out. Okay? So now you're asking yourself, on the 4 hour time frame, right? This goes for any time frame too. But you're saying to yourself, the question you want to ask is, what do you see? What do you see? The only logical thing you could see is what? Or ask yourself, what do I see happen at my trend lines? What do I see happening? And you will respond,
Rejections.
Rejections, exactly, right? Don't overthink it. It is what it is, right? I see rejections. So market structure, you're not going to always be right. Of course, right? This is why we lose sometimes in trading, okay? But you see rejections. So your only possible scenario to ask yourself is, hey, if I see rejections, well, my golly, what do I expect to happen here?
For it to come back the other way.
For it to come back the other way. Pretty simple, huh?
Okay.
Did that answer your question?
Yeah.
All right. You said yeah, iffy. So let's fix that. Yeah. Let's make it. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So right now, what I see is that prices are getting ready to go back to the top line for a rejection, but the issue I'm having is how far up. So how do I know that it has absolutely broken out of the channel? Because it can always come back down the other way.
How do you know if it's broken out the channel?
Yeah, so like right before it kind of broke out of the ascending channel, and then it came right back into it. So
you talking about right here?
Right there. How far? I don't know how far that's gonna go up.
You don't.
Where it comes back down.
You don't. You'll never know how far price is gonna move, right? Okay. Because Now, even if I was to put this at the tippy top, right? Now, sometimes price respects it at the tippy top, right? There. Nobody would have ever known that, and you see right here at the tippy top, nobody would have ever known price was going to move and wick right here. We don't know that. When you're looking at market structure, the word that I want everyone to get is that it's an area.
Okay.
It's never going to be exact. Okay? There's never going to be an exact spot of, you know, where exactly it's going to go. I'm never going to tell somebody like, look, you know, take your profit in somewhere in this area. Okay? Because this is the area that it has potential to get to. All right? So let me ask you this, right? Because you said it. If you clearly see price is moving right here, right? You see price is moving up, right?
Right.
Okay, where do you think it's going to move up to?
Well, when I look at it, it would be the highest point that I saw that it was at last time. So the last two highest wicks that I see, so somewhere in that area.
Up here? Yes. All right, so you think price is going to move up to here, correct? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's what I think.
Okay, so that's valid, right? Because that's an area. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But if I take away, let me show you something, right? Because in the sense of a way, I'm going to tell you you're overthinking it, right? But if you drew this line out, right? And let me make sure I got this accurate, okay? If you drew this line, peak, you know, you just drew it up, peak, where do you think, I'm asking you that again, where would you say, okay, I could put a sell limit right there, right? If you was trading this right now, where would you put a sell? What would you say? I could put a sell limit right there.
At the line that you drew.
At the line, right? At the line,
yes.
Right? You put because technically, that's still the area, right? I just didn't make it as big. I didn't make it a big area, but I just put it right there.
Okay,
but that's still an area.
Okay.
If you draw something on your chart, okay, that's your support. That's your resistance. Put it there. You feel price is going to move here, okay? Now, let me show you why that's valid, okay? You see this movement down here?
Right.
Okay? That whole movement down, whole movement up, right? You may not see it on the 4 hour, but I promise you if you go down to a 1 hour, even a 15 minute, even a 1 minute, it don't matter. We go down to the lowest time frames. But guess what? What I want you guys to always remember, if price moves down, it ain't just gonna move down. Price has to always do this. It has to always do that. So on a smaller scale, guess what I see? Right? Look how we could do this on a smaller scale. And look, right? This is past this trend line. Okay? So our next area is the move here. Right? We already passed this impulse, correction, continuation. So you were right to move past this area here. Okay? But you still want to look at, you know, support, resistance, all that good stuff or whatever. You know, but even on a smaller scale, we could put many different trend lines everywhere in here. All right? Now, I was hoping that this was going to, you know, let's see. Now, if we put this something like this off wick to wick, there you go. This could potentially move back up to here and reject off this if we did it wick to wick. There's always going to be that movement. This movement here is always going to take place. Down movement, up movement, down movement, up movement. Always some type of trend is going to be in there, right? And if you just connect the trend, okay, Just connect the trend. You'll find your exact spot that you're looking for. All right. Now, don't get mad if it misses it by 1 pip or something. That's just because it's in an area. It's just the one big area that you need to be looking out for. Does that make sense? Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does.
Good question. Good question.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Who's next? What other questions you guys got for me? I can see somebody typing in the box. No questions? I know you guys will come loaded with some questions, man. I was ready. All right, cool. Well, if nobody else has any questions, guys, then, if you need help with trading or anything, even if you guys, look, I'm really extending my courtesy so much. Even if you guys need me just to look at a trade that you took personally, right, on a personal level, right? If you need me to just look at a trade, you say, man, I don't understand why I lost, right? Help me out, right? On a personal level, I'm willing to help you guys out. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you come from, right? So literally, if that's you and you're just, you need that one-on-one attention, private, you're scared to ask a question spot, no big deal, right? I'm extending my courtesy out to you, just reach out to me. But I don't know if you're out there or not, right? If you don't. So it is what it is. All right. The name of that motivational speaker that was playing in the beginning, it's called, here it is. Dr. Miles Monroe. No, that's not actually it. That was Manifesting Your Gifts. Yeah, it was Dr. Miles Monroe, Steve Harvey, Denzel Washington. All right. Or maybe it was Manifesting Your Greatness. Yeah, it was Manifesting Your Greatness. Manifesting Your Greatness. I'm not sure who the speaker was. Let's look and see. Pastor Chris Oakley, T.D. Jakes, and Denzel Washington. So yes, that's your speakers list. All right. So guys, that is it for tonight. Like I said, reach out to me if you need anything else. But other than that, thank you guys for all hopping on tonight. It was a great session. I'll see you guys again next week. But other than that, this is Mr. Investment J, also known as Jeff Money Making Kirkland. And I'll see you guys next week.